Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In the last session we have completed preparations of amines. So in this session I'll discuss few textual questions followed by the physical properties of amines. So first one, textbook questions. The question is, write chemical equations for the following conversions. Question, write chemical equations for following conversions. So there the first one is ethyl chloride into propanamine, CH3 CH2 Cl into CH3 CH2 CH2 NH2 it is. Okay. How to get this ethyl chloride into propanamine? Answer for this question, students. Here 2 carbons are there, here totally 3 carbons are there. It means we need one more extra carbon. That's why to get one more extra carbon, the reactant CH3 CH2 Cl reacts with ethanolic NaCN, sodium cyanide. Then sodium and chlorine removed as NaCl, cyanide will be substituted in place of chlorine CN it is. Right students? So it becomes 1, 2, 3 propane nitrile it is, propane nitrile. Then it is on reduction with LiAlH4, otherwise hydrogenation in presence of catalyst, then gives rise to CH3 CH2 CH2 NH2 it is. 1, 2, 3 propanamine. It is ethyl chloride also called chloroethane. Ethyl chloride converted into propanamine by this method. First ethyl chloride react with NaCN, then we will get one extra carbon, 3 carbons, then it is on reduction gives propanamine. Second one, benzyl chloride into question number 2, C6H5CH2Cl, benzyl chloride into C6H5CH2CH2NH2 here. Check students, 6 plus 1 7, 6 plus 1 plus 1 totally 8. One extra carbon atom is required. That's why like the previous one, first treated with cyanide, then we will get amine. Answer for this question. C6H5 means a benzene ring it is, CH2Cl. This on treatment with ethanolic NaCN. Then Cn will be substituted in place of chlorine, then gives rise to CH2 C triple bond N it is. So 6 carbons plus 1 totally 8 carbons. 7 carbons converted into 8 carbons. Cyanide, benzyl cyanide will be formed. It is benzyl chloride. This is benzyl cyanide. So the byproduct is Na and Cl is eliminated as NaCl. This on reduction with LiAlH4, otherwise catalytic hydrogenation. It means addition of hydrogen in presence of catalyst. Then gives rise to, so benzene ring CH2 CH2 NH2 it is. Then 1, 2, yes, second position is phenyl group, 2 phenyl, that is eth 2 carbons, ane single bonds, amine 2-phenyl ethanamine will be formed with 1 carbon atom extra. Getting? Yes. Next. Conversions. Next question, textbook question, another question. Yes. How will you convert 13.3? How will you convert? First one is benzene into aniline. Benzene into aniline. Benzene into aniline. Students, directly we will discuss answer immediately. Now answer for this question is benzene it is. We need aniline. This is aniline, students. So how many steps are required? You need to know. It is benzene. Next one, it is aniline. Benzene, aniline. Benzene, first of all, on nitration with concentrated HNO3 plus concentrated H2SO4. It is nitration mixture, then forms nitrobenzene. It is nitrobenzene. From nitrobenzene we can easily prepare aniline. We have already discussed the first preparation method, that is Sn plus HCl, otherwise Fe plus HCl. Iron scrap in presence of hydrochloric acid is the best agent to convert nitrobenzene into aniline or benzenamine, right? This is your first question answer. Second question, students. How will you convert benzene into N-N dimethyl aniline? Benzene into N-N dimethyl aniline. N-N dimethyl aniline. Okay. So first one is benzene is your reactant, students. N-N dimethyl aniline is your product. N it is CH3CH3. On nth position there are 2 methyl groups. That's why N-N dimethyl aniline. It is N-N dimethyl. And this ring and N is taken as aniline. N-N dimethyl aniline, right? Now first of all, on nitration, concentrated HNO3 plus concentrated H2SO4, then we will get nitrobenzene, like the above reaction. It is nitrobenzene, right? Then nitrobenzene on reduction. Reduction means SnHCl, otherwise FeHCl. Then gives rise to aniline. This is aniline as it is, like above one. Aniline. Aniline on alkylation with CH3Cl, right? One H and Cl is removed as HCl. In place of H, NH2 modified as NH, and here CH3, right? Next, it is N-methyl aniline. Benzene with NH is nothing but aniline. Again reacts with CH3Cl. Again, the left hydrogen and Cl removed as a HCl, and this CH3 added to nitrogen. Then forms N-N dimethyl, which one? Aniline will be formed. This is the conversion, right? Next. Hexamethylene dichloride into hexane 1 comma 6 diamine. Next one is after this third one. Number 3 conversion. Cl CH2. So here it is around 4 times Cl into hexane 1 comma 6 diamine. Hexane 1 comma 6 diamine. Hexane 1 comma 6 diamine. So this is what required. First reactant is Cl CH2 4 times Cl into hexane. Hex means totally, okay, CH2 6 times it is NH2 NH2, right? Hexane 1 comma 6 diamine. Hexane 1 comma 6 diamine, right? This is a reactant given for us. Now students, you just observe here totally 6 carbons are there, but here only 4 carbon atoms, right? Now we need 6 carbons, that's why NaCN, I am treating with NaCN. If I treat with 2 moles, NaCN Cl, NaCN Cl. Cl is replaced by Cn, Cl is replaced by Cn, Cn CH2 4 times Cn it is, right students? Then this on reduction with LiAlH4, otherwise catalytic reduction, addition of hydrogen in presence of catalyst, then forms what is the compound students? This will be written as it can be. So NH2 CH2 CH2, this will be 4 times CH2 NH2. Students, Cn converted into CH2 NH2, Cn converted into CH2 NH2, CH2 CH2 2 times, CH2 4 times, totally CH2 will be 6 times. That's why it is hexamethylene diamine, also called hexane 1,6 diamine. So these are your textual questions, students. You just follow your textbook, right? Okay. With this preparations of amines completed. Now properties, physical properties of amines, physical properties of amines. In these physical properties of amines, we need to discuss physical state of amines, solubility of amines, boiling points of amines. 3 points we need to discuss. In that, the first one is physical state of amines, physical states of amines. Amines are especially lower amines. It means 1 carbon, 2 carbon atoms containing amines are gases with fishy odor. It means a foul smell, that is. If 3 carbon atoms are more than 3 carbon atoms, those are existing as liquids. More than, otherwise higher amines can act as solids. Now first one, less than 3 carbon atom containing amines or gases with fishy odor. It means bad smell actually. Next, equal to 3 carbon atoms or greater than 3 carbon atom containing amines or liquids at a room temperature, existing as liquids. Higher amines, it means 8 carbons, 9 carbons, 10 carbons, like that. Higher amines are solids. Higher amines are solids. So lower carbons nothing but that is gas. Moderate 3, 4, 5 carbons are there, liquids. If more than 6, 7, 8 carbons are there, obviously it becomes a solid. Now these are all aliphatic amines. This is for aliphatic amines. Right? So 3 carbon atoms, 4 carbon atoms, like that. Now aromatic amines are colorless liquids. Aromatic amine best example is aniline. Aniline means formula is benzene ring with NH2, that is called aniline. It is a colorless liquid. Aromatic amines, aniline, N comma N dimethyl aniline, N methyl aniline, like that, many are there. So these are colorless liquids. When exposed to atmosphere, they will get color by the oxidation with atmospheric air. Yes. So aromatic amines will get color when exposed to atmosphere due to atmospheric oxidation. Getting, students? So they will be oxidized and they will get color. Pure aryl amines are colorless, but when exposed to atmosphere, they will get color. So in the laboratory also, aniline you can observe it is in yellow color because it is in contact with the sunlight, then oxidized. That's why it is in pale yellow color compound. Right? Next. After that, it is physical state. Second one is solubility. Second one, solubility of amines. Generally, amines are soluble in water because of hydrogen bonding. Amines are soluble in water due to hydrogen bonding between amine and water. Yes, for example, RNH2, it is NH2. There is a hydrogen bonding with water. Whenever amine added to water, then involved in hydrogen bonding, then obviously soluble in water. Now, lower amines are soluble in water when compared with higher amines. Lower amines means methyl group, ethyl group, propyl group, like that. Because the size of alkyl group decreases, easily soluble. If the size of alkyl group increases, the large alkyl group acting as hydrophobic end. Hydro means water, phobia means hating or fear. It means water hating end. That's why insoluble. Right. Now, lower aliphatic amines are soluble in water. Lower aliphatic amines are soluble in water. Yes. Due to which bonding? That is a hydrogen bonding. Reason already written. Higher aliphatic amines are insoluble in water. Insoluble in water. Reason? It means size of alkyl group decreases, solubility increases. Size of alkyl group increases, solubility will be decreases. Reason is the large alkyl group acting as hydrophobic part. Hydro means water, phobic means hating. Water hating means water insoluble. Getting all of you? That's why. Next, amines also soluble in organic solvents, like amines also soluble in organic solvents like alcohol, ether, benzene and benzene. They can also soluble in organic solvents, right? So if you observe clearly, solubility of alcohol and amines. Alcohol solubility greater than that of amines. Alcohol, for example, I am taking CH3OH, CH3NH2. It is oxygen, nitrogen. Oxygen is more electronegative. Nitrogen is, when compared with oxygen, less electronegative. This is 3 electronegativity. This is 3.5 electronegativity. More electronegativity means more polar. More polar means positive and negative charges will be easily formed, then easily soluble in water, because water also polar. Polar compounds soluble in polar solvents. Then in alcohols, oxygen electronegativity is 3.5 and OH bond is more polar, hence strong hydrogen bond is formed between alcohol and water, hence solubility of alcohols in water is very high than that of amines, right? So when compared with alcohols having more solubility than that of amines. Simply butane 1 mole and butane butanamine, you can consider solubility of butane 1 mole butane amine, it is butanamine, which is having more solubility, butanol, because alcohols are having higher solubility than amines. This is about solubility. Next, solubility completed. Third property is boiling points of amines. Generally, boiling points depends upon association of molecule, otherwise the strength of a bond. If one molecule associated with more number of molecules, it is very difficult to break all those bonds. That's why you need to apply more temperature. That's why boiling point is very high to make them boil. If very few bonds are there, then easy to break with less temperature, then the boiling point of that certain compound will be less. It depends upon number of hydrogen bonds, otherwise number of any other bonds. If more number of hydrogens available in amine, chance to exhibit more number of hydrogen bonds. That's why to break these more number of hydrogen bonds, more amount of energy is required in the form of heat, hence boiling point is high. In primary amine NH2, secondary amine NH, tertiary amine only N. NH2 contains 2 carbon, 2 nitrogens, NH 1 hydrogen, N no hydrogen. If no hydrogen is there, no hydrogen bonding, nothing but no hydrogen bond means easily boil with less temperature. Boiling points are right, students. Now, boiling points of amine. Boiling point depends on number of molecules associated by bonds. Yes, primary amine, I am taking primary amine, secondary amine followed by tertiary amine, right? Now primary amine formula is RNHH, it is right. It can be contact with N, this is RHH, another one NHHR, and here HNHR. Getting? This molecule is contact with 3 other amines. Hydrogen bonding is in between the amine molecule and amine molecule. 3 hydrogen bonds. 1 molecule associated by 3 other molecules with 3 hydrogen bonds. Similarly, here it is primary amine, secondary amine. RNH, it is HR. Secondary amine, it is NH. So chance to exhibit only which one, that is 1 hydrogen bond, H, N, R, it is also R, right. This molecule is covered with only 2 hydrogen bonds because H, N only involved in hydrogen bonding, right. If you observe this R, N, N, it is R. Is there any hydrogen in this? No hydrogen. If you take another tertiary amine also, no hydrogen. It means here no hydrogen bond possible. Here 2 hydrogen bonds possible. Here how many hydrogen bonds? 3 hydrogen bonds possible. Getting? Hydrogen bonding between the electropositive hydrogen and the electronegative nitrogen. Number of hydrogen bonds increases, obviously. Number of bonds increases, bond strength increases, boiling point also increases. Number of hydrogen bonds increases, so boiling point also increases. It is directly proportional. Number of hydrogen bonds more in, so boiling point order will be, order of boiling point is, that is primary amine greater than secondary amine greater than tertiary amine, secondary amine greater than tertiary amine. In tertiary amine no hydrogen bond, that's why easy to boil with less temperature. In primary amine more number of hydrogen bonds. To break all this while boiling you need more amount of temperature, so that's why boiling point is very high, right? This is about the boiling points. So alcohols, boiling points, students. Boiling points of alcohols, amines. Next one is alkanes, comparison, students. Comparison. All are having equal molar mass. So that is first one, alcohol, C4H9OH, it is alcohol, it is butanol, actually it is. Next one is C4H9NH2, C4H9NH2, it is butanamine, it is butanol, butanamine. Next C2H5 twice NH, it is C2H5NH, C2H5. It is diethylamine, it is diethylamine with 4 carbon atoms and 1 nitrogen. Next C2H5NCH3 thrice, C2H5NCH3, this is another one also CH3, C2H5NCH3 twice, right students. Then for all this 74, 73, 73, molecular mass is 74 gram per mole, right? So this is 73, 73, it is also 73, 73, and for that 72 it is. Another one is C2H5CH, okay, it is also 73. Next one CH3, CH2, 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 CH3, it is 72. It is pentane, alkane, nothing but, students. Pentane is nothing but alkane. So in this, if you observe clearly, molecular mass is almost same and the boiling points are, boiling point order, alcohol greater than, it is NH2, primary amine greater than NH, secondary amine greater than N, tertiary amine greater than alkane. It is alkane, students. It is tertiary amine, right? It is which one? Secondary amine. Next primary amine it is. Next alcohol it is, right? Alcohols greater than, primary amine greater than, secondary amine greater than, tertiary amine greater than alkane because of hydrogen bonding. In alcohols there is a strong hydrogen bonding with water, that's why to break the strong hydrogen bond you need to apply more temperature, that's why boiling point is higher, right? This is the order, students. Now chemical properties of amines, chemical reactions of amines. Chemical properties of amines, right? Amines are more reactive because nitrogen and hydrogen, NH2 group is there. The electronegativity difference between nitrogen and hydrogen is very high. Nitrogen is high electronegative, hydrogen is less electronegative. Difference is very high. That is one reason. Nitrogen having a lone pair of electrons, easy to share, easy to participate in a chemical reaction. It is second reason, right? Amines are reactive. Amines are reactive due to high electronegativity difference between nitrogen atom and hydrogen atom in NH2 group. Nitrogen atom and hydrogen atom. Next, presence of lone pair of electrons on nitrogen atom. Presence of lone pair of electrons, nothing but unshared electrons on nitrogen atom, right? These are the two reasons, students. If number of hydrogens increases or decreases, then properties also, yes. And reactivity also depends on number of hydrogen atoms on nitrogen in amine group. If more number of hydrogens are there, reactivity is one kind, and less number is there, reaction is in a different way. That's why, so primary, secondary, tertiary amines will be differ in many reactions. So that's why primary, secondary, tertiary amines differ in many reactions. It means primary gives one product, secondary gives another product, tertiary gives another different product. So there is a difference in chemical reactivity, right? Now, chemical properties are, there are 7 given. One is basicity of amines. Second one is alkylation. Third one is acylation. Fourth one is carbyl amine reaction. Fifth one is reaction with nitrous acid HNO2. Sixth one is reaction with benzene sulfonyl chloride, and last one is electrophilic substitution reaction. There are 7 chemical properties given in the syllabus. So we'll continue these chemical properties in our next session.